The number one challenge for Virgin Galactic is to fly more frequently. There are 60,000 people who registered interest. I invested about like $14,000 and this quickly became, with the rise of space, $80,000. Stock options have a great potential to go really 10x, right, within a year. Welcome to a new episode of your favorite show on a Friday. And after this fantastic intro, make sure to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button if you are new here. Now, let me talk you through the topics today. Today, we are having the number one topic that I want to talk about is actually my play into the next 12 months. As you know, I think the stock will increase quite heavily by value, and I will tell you exactly what I have planned and executed during the Richard Branson flight and so very, very important. Stay tuned for that. Then we will dive into the ticket sales. There was kind of confusion around that, so we will talk about that. And last, we will talk about the space performance, and then obviously last but not least, the stock chart analysis. And with that said, let's dive in. Alright, so first topic is actually the X10 strategy on Virgin Galactic. You know, when I was thinking last summer last summer basically, I was talking about there's a huge event coming up for the company, okay? Richard Branson is going finally to space. And this was like almost a guarantee that the stock will rise, right? Then there were a couple of surprises like the FAA approval. And I think that something like this is predestined for the next 12 months. Once we are having the finalization of the maintenance and enhancement period, we are actually should get much more people interested into Virgin Galactic as soon as the commercialization opens. And I will tell you why. Imagine you will see on the news that Virgin Galactic is flying every month, okay, or every 2 months. And you know, there's like this Wall Street bets guys going into the future opportunities, the monopoly that they have for the next couple of years. So all of this will add up to a run on the stock, in my personal opinion. So what I have done, for example, for the Richard Branson flight, I took like, I knew it was summer, so I think in February or March, basically when it went to, I think, $20 or something like that, I purchased calls that were at least around 1 year valid, and the strike price, you know, double the amount or even triple. So I invested about, just for fun, beside my normal portfolio, I invested about like $14,000, and this quickly became, with the rise of space, $80,000, okay? Unfortunately, I didn't sold at the peak because I thought it will go further, but I sold with a little of profit. But you can see here the power of leverage, and I will definitely keep you updating on that. I obviously will share it first in the Discord. If you want to be added in the Discord, check the link into the description. X10 Masterclass, you will get the full online course on stock investing as well as lifetime access to my Discord. Okay, so this is actually the strategy. So I'm thinking to buy calls like with a strike price of $40, $50, $60, and then valid at least until December of 2023, okay? And then with the hype, I think the stock options have a great potential to go really 10x, right, within a year. This would be a great return of investment. But always remember, guys, call options are only for people who know what they are doing, okay? And never invest more than like 10% of your overall position. So if you have like $10,000 into Virgin Galactic, don't invest more than $1,000 into space. Now, with that said, let's dive in to the ticket sales and the further clarification about that. So there was a kind of confusion about the ticket sales, right? I mean, they said like they have like 700 tickets sold, but actually it was 100 tickets sold plus the 600 astronauts that were already registered and put down a deposit. However, it's still amazing, okay? This is amazing to have 100 people already put down a deposit of $150,000. So this equals to $50 million in deposits, which is fantastic, right? And other than that, you will see that, you know, this wave is just beginning, right? There are 60,000 people who registered interest. Of course, there's a lot of people that just registered like me, and I'm not like a potential client as of now. So you can see that I believe that from the 60K, maybe another 1,000 people are really in the target group. And if they can convince most of them, I think it's something that we can look forward. But again, guys, ticket sales, yes or no? The number one challenge for Virgin Galactic in the next 12 months is to build more ships, is to fly more frequently, okay? This is the only challenge that they already have, okay? So let's dive in how the stock did over the last 7 days. Okay, let's look quickly what the stock did. As you can see here, if you consider the overall week, we just gained 1.4%, which is not big, right? It's like a okay move, especially with the overall market reaction to the inflation data. But if you just consider the beginning of the week after the earnings reaction, then it was almost 7% that the stock went up, but then lost about 5% to go where it is now. With a market cap now of $5.2 billion. In my humble opinion, as you know, I think that this company is way undervalued. I believe that it's like with almost any new technology and new industry, it's always undervalued for the potential it might bring to the world. And I think like space is one of the biggest industries beside AI, beside the internet, beside genomics, right? And basically that's pretty much what will really change the humanity. And that's why I think if you want to have a nice exposure to this groundbreaking technology, then look into Virgin Galactic. In all my videos, for many reasons, I am very bullish on the stock. I can wait, and that's the benefit of a long-term investor. I was also waiting for Tesla. I was waiting for other investments. This is not bothering me because I know if they execute as they are on the way, then everything will be great in the end. And if it's not yet there, it's not the end, right? So I believe that we should now take a look into the stock chart to see if we have any now movements that are important for the company and the stock itself to further gain traction. We are actually kind of giving up our gains of the last days, okay? You see that we are actually giving up 3% yesterday as of this recording, and pre-market at 6 a.m. Eastern time, you see that we are also almost 3% down, which I think this will recover a little bit. But from the stock chart, there's a couple of things, okay? So first of all, the stock is not really shorted, okay? Like 17% of the float is shorted, which is not a big deal, okay? And unfortunately, because, as you know, as bigger the short float, as bigger the chances for a short squeeze, all right? But usually that is with Virgin Galactic, that as higher they go, as more they are getting shorted, okay? So for example, here, this was the time where they still haven't figured out to fly or didn't fly yet, but the stock went up so high. I think it was because Michael Kohlglazer just joined the team, and you can see the short flow was very high, right? And then once they delivered, and then basically Richard Branson flew and everything, then you can see that actually this was February, so this was just around the first flight, I guess, and prior to Richard Branson's flight, then was delayed, then we went down, and then you can see then Richard Branson was flying, and it was already proven that they can fly to space and back without any issues.
and this is where also the short are actually not that high anymore. Okay, now the second here, the RSI levels, showing us if it's basically oversold or overbought. Now it's basically neutral. Same condition we had over the last couple of weeks. Basically here you can see when it's like the spikes are overbought, and basically here you know, he was in oversold situation here as well. So always when it's going like deep down around 16, 17, 15, then you know you have like a very oversold situation. Now with this said, I think that now it's important what's coming up, and as you can see, we have a quite interesting setup here. So I think we will bounce back off the trend line here with the recovering market. As you can see, minimal improvement here on the 2.7% that we saw when I started this video, and we would basically go further here, and then here could be either way. So either an explosion, and then basically this would also you know, synergize with the 50 moving average here. So I guess like in basically 12 days we could either go in one or the other direction. Okay, this is also where this would meet with the 50 moving average. So let's see how this actually works, and then yeah, that's pretty much it, right? So either some news or the overall market could help that this technical here will be triggered, and then we could see a December rally for the stock until, you know, basically, you know, depending again all on the overall market, if there will be some news, maybe some analysts that are helping with the stock. But we could either go really to maybe you know, 28. Okay, anything is possible here. Other than that, there is a couple of resistance. Okay, so I would say here at 26 there is resistance, pretty good one, because here also let me draw the line so you can see that better. Here approximately, you know, because we bounced off here one time or few times here we bounced off a little bit, right? And here also back in 2020 we bounced off that as well, and we bounced off from top also on that line. So this could be something that the stock could see. Another one could be that as well. You know, if I draw this line here, right, we bounced off here, here was another bounce, so this is 23 level. So, you know, I think that the first test will be again here, this situation, then we will test 23 levels, and then either we bounce off and be for this channel for a longer time until there's some news, right? So it keeps being excited. It's a long-term play, and yeah, for all of those astronauts, soon we will go # to the moon.